So as I said, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of Modbots. There are ones with beaters on them, different styles of beaters. Those are all solenoid controlled. Solenoids are mechanical electromagnetic actuators. So we actuate them through MIDI and a microcontroller, and the microcontroller reads particular MIDI notes. And when the right note comes in for a beater, it will fire a signal to that beater, and that will hit the drum. So all of our instruments are MIDI, and the reason for that, of course, is that allows anyone who's familiar with MIDI or any MIDI software to use them or compose for them. And for us, it's very easy to install and wire them. We're just stringing a whole bunch of MIDI cables all over the place, and you know, everything MIDI is very robust and easy to use. We have motor-driven bots, which are shakers. Shaker bots that have a whole bunch of different styles of sound making, you know, tambourine sounds and rattles, maraca kind of sounds. We have some motor-driven bells. These are telephone bells, but they work kind of like Tibetan singing bowls in the small, the very small. We have these scrapers that run off of stepper motors, and because I'm walking around, I'm having to actuate them all manually, but of course, if I walk through the installation, they will all play.
That was great.
So what I just did was start an algorithmic sequence in the program called Max to play the Modbots and the Xylobot back, and it's using some randomness plus some pre-stored patterns and creating each time it plays, it creates a new arrangement of percussion music. The idea behind the Modbots was created by Bill Bowen, one of LEMUR's artists, and his concept behind creating these small percussive instruments was to be able to sonify a space and to go into an architectural space and put instruments really all over the place and create surround sound in the truest sense of the term. He comes from an engineering, audio engineering background, and he was sort of frustrated with this idea of doing these great mixes of live performances and just still having them coming out from a pair of speakers. And when I met him, he saw, before he was in the group, he saw us demonstrating one of our robots, and he said, "Oh wow, I've been thinking about this exact thing, and how can I get involved, and how could I do this stuff?" And I said, "Show up tonight at the shop at 10." And he did, and through that and future collaborations came up this whole series of percussive instruments.